The best mediator for any type of conflict in any situation, especially as a survivor of narcissistic abuse and dealing with toxic family structures and dynamics, is certainly not going to be any friends and family. The therapeutic process for someone who has gone through therapy, college, and my own personal resonance and experience with such. In most cases, it's going to be difficult and challenging to resolve anything and get to any truth, but especially so if the mediator is somehow connected to the family. It's a conflict of interest with that. The best case scenario is someone who specializes in certain things and who is not partial. So they're unbiased, impartial, to any type of bents as it pertains to the family that it's about or the group that it's about. That's going to be the best case scenario of getting fair and clear therapeutic setting, instructions, support to walk through anything. Okay, just to say that, because again, the person really needs to be a professional, but not only that, they need to be impartial. And even in those cases, you still are not going to get to the just sometime unless that clinician is super apt. Because if you're dealing with energies that may be sociopathic, narcissistic in nature, and it's more coercive control or covert abuse, these people have learned how to basically do the song and dance. And when it comes to stuff of a serious matter, okay, a serious matter meaning we're not arguing about, oh, my boyfriend, oh, my girlfriend, which is serious. But when we're talking, let's say legalities, things to do with properties, estates, insurances, inheritances, big things that has big impact. And y'all know how that goes. You want a mediator because you want to get to the truth of that. Okay, but it ain't gonna be family or friends. Okay, the TI becomes exasperated at trying to have all these conversations because, again, the goal is to keep them confused, and so they're gonna be saying the same thing over and over because the intention is to keep them confused and keep information away from them. And they deal with stuff like they reach out to people and different ones over the years and over time, and people are withholding. And our culture has really, at least the culture I come from, background, has taught us that all that is okay. To be on the phone with somebody and not fully disclosing. If I were on the phone with you and I say to you, or I don't say anything at all, but I pause or I mute it and I'm saying a prayer over you, I don't really value you. I'm just letting you know that I don't respect you. I don't value you because first and foremost, I'm imposing and I'm intruding and I'm not even being forthcoming with you. So any healthy relationship building is already on a faulty foundation because I'm not presenting that with you. If I put you on hold and I pretend like I'm putting on hold, but let's say I'm talking to the person that hurt you, but I don't allude to that, that's disrespectful. I'm already not building on a healthy foundation with you. I'm not forthcoming. I don't respect you. I don't enough to communicate openly and honest with you. My motives and intentions are off. I'm not being clear. That's called gaslighting. And it's called deceptive. So if you feel some kind of way, you wouldn't be wrong about that. But that is what TIs go through when it comes to dealing with friends and family and having discussions with people. And it's gaslighting, and it's not healthy, and it has an effect on the brain. Not to mention it's disrespectful. When people are claiming to have respect for you and love you and all those things, they're forthcoming. They're not talking to you or treating you as if you were a child when you're 50. Let me put them on hold and say that's sneaky and deceptive behavior if and when that's happening. I'm not claiming that it's always happening. I'm just simply saying the TI gets Tired of that. So they opt to look for healthy, and they put a barrier up. And for the onlookers, for you guys, I just wanted to say that, like, this is why. Do your own studies, do your own research. But the collective, the TIs, realize that they are worthy of healthy dynamics. People that's not going to basically either sit in a face or on the phone, not being fully forthcoming. The reason why impartial professional mediators are needed is for, one of the reasons is for things such as that. They don't have a certain religious bent that's been in them in a certain way, a certain spiritual bent that's been in them in a certain way, certain partiality with certain ones of the, all of that. That's where healthy healing happens. And the fact that when you're dealing with serious matters, most folks aren't going to want to admit something like that. That's a part of the problem. People say go straight to the horse's mouth, and often the horse's mouth is the lying mouth, and they've paid other people to do just the same.